All right, so same clothes, same day, same parts from the last video. I just did my whole unboxing video of all the camera parts I just got. So now I'm going to start installing them, and I'm going to do each video or each video for each part that I got, explaining how to install them and what they do for the car. So the first thing I'm going to install, which I'm probably the most excited about, is the Perrin Strut bar. So it's a very simple install. I have the instructions and the tools that they provided to install this. So let's see where I put them. Here's the instructions. All you need is an Allen key, because I'm pretty sure you need to remove the bar first. I don't know. Let's see. First, let's open the hood. I already have it popped. All right, so let me read the directions real quick. I mean, I obviously know how to do it. You know, it's literally just taking off the I think they're 10mm bolts on the strut right there, and putting it on the brace there. But let me just let's see. Okay, so let me take you over here. I'm gonna get a 12mm. So I'm gonna get my ratchet and a 12mm. So right here. Reason why I got the strut bar is I said in my unboxing video I didn't get a front sway bar, mainly because the stock sway is already 26mm, I believe, so it's pretty big. I did it on my WRX. I did an aftermarket sway bar, and I just didn't notice a difference because it's so big up front already that you really don't need another one. The stock is pretty fine. The only thing that you would want to upgrade is the end links, like I explained. But I'm driving on the street, so I'm not really in need of that. So I'm doing the front strut bar is definitely gonna help kind of tighten things up, and I'm curious to see just how much it actually does. All right, so what I'm doing now, let me move the camera. I'm moving, there's 8 or 4 on each side, 8 Allen keys that's holding the bar actually onto the feet or the braces. So they're telling me to remove this, I guess, so it's easier to install it all. All right, so that's one. Let's get the other side. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. I'm not installing the sway bar tonight, the rear sway, so mainly because it didn't come in yet. But it'll be nice to kind of try this first and see if there's that much of a difference. Instead of doing everything at once and kind of not realizing what each mod does. So it's nice to do one mod at a time and experience it and see just the difference that it actually made. It's nice to pay for a part and put it on and actually get the benefit from it instead of installing a million parts at once. All right, so let's move you back over here. A million things in the way. I don't know why they tell you to remove all of them. Maybe I'll find out in a little bit why they're doing it. All right, so that's on. One thing I'm noticing is these fuel lines right here. Kind of, I guess you can look at it. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's out of the way. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't hitting these. There is some adjustability. You can kind of turn it a little bit. I just want to make sure it's not pressing on anything, especially fuel lines. That would not be good. So you can turn that a little bit. Okay. All right, so now it's not touching anything. Good. All right, so let me just loosely put these nuts on so in place. All right, so I'm just loosely putting this stuff on. Just go under. Okay, so then on to the next foot. This one, there's less stuff in the way of this one, so that one pops right on. Sorry if I'm in the way. The next one, I believe they tell you to take these caps off, which is actually what I'm going to do because it's going to be too hard, obviously, to get the. Maybe I'll leave one side on so I can slide it into one and then put it in the bracket on one side and slide in the other. Jeez, I already ripped the glove. Figures these things ever. I'm gonna take this cap off. It's easier to work over here. It's easier to work over here, and then on that side there's a little more stuff in the way. This is a little more open. I probably should have done this off the car so I don't drop this in the engine bay, which probably is going to happen because it always does. All right, so that cap is off. And now, I'm going to try to slide this in. Actually, I'm going to do exactly what the instructions told me, and that's to remove both caps because it's easier to land on top than to slide it in. Both caps are off. Now I should just be able to lay this into place. Behind. There we go. That. All right. So, oh, that side popped out. So it does go right behind one of these caps. Just loosely put into place and then go from there. Just carefully don't drop anything. Like I almost just did. I'm just putting these in loosely. I don't want to install it fully yet. I want to make sure I have enough wiggle room to kind of position it in the spot. It's like an exhaust. If you're going to install an exhaust, you want to make sure you install everything loosely so you can line it all up properly and not have crazy misaligned tips. So, all right, that cap is on. So now let's go to this side. Do the same thing. So yeah, like I said, this really blends in with the engine bay. You're not going to be able to really see it installed, except for maybe the little end caps over here, which is fine, because obviously I'm not going for a super standout engine bay here, because like I said, it's a stock STI, just stage 1. Or stage 1 with the plus intake from Bren Tuning, actually, so it's not top. Which is another video I plan on doing. I did the whole data logging and all that. I kind of just finished up with it with Bren Tuning. I switched over. I used to be on the MA Performance tune and intake, and I switched over to this. So I'm gonna get more seat time behind this, and then I'll do a video on that. But talking about other videos here when I'm doing this one. All right, so now I'm going to kind of position it. They said to put it, the bar's not gonna bottom out on each side. So you kind of have a little bit of play, move it back and forth to position it in the right spot. So as long as it's positioned fine, they're good. So let me tighten these down a little bit more. So it's up. Whew. Almost just dropped that. Of course.
Oh, got it real quick. Highly suggest having one of these things in your toolbox. It's just a magnetic wand and you reach down and get something real quick. So that was surprisingly quick. I thought I was gonna have to take a million parts off to get to it, but it was just kind of right there. So let's try not to do that again. I'm just continuing to tighten these Allen screws. I'm gonna tighten these deep down. Feels about right. Okay, install complete. Pretty straightforward. One thing I noticed is you want to have, holes in my glove, sorry. You want to have a thinner 12 millimeter socket, because once you start tightening things down, it's hard to get the nut centered in this hole. So having a thinner socket will allow it to fit in. I was having trouble tightening down the back one over there, just because it wasn't fitting in the hole properly. And it was just, I had to kind of finagle it and reposition it and everything. But yeah, as you can see, it goes in the back. You can't even see the thing. This side is really tight. So pretty straightforward install. I know I didn't really get you that many angles, but like I said, it's literally just this bolt or this nut and that nut. You want to take this cap off, and same thing on the other side, pop it into place, and then tighten everything down. You want to do this in a star pattern, even pressure all around. You want to have an even gap. And yeah, it's pretty, like I said, it's pretty straightforward. And I'm curious to see the difference that it made. Like I said, I can't really see it, it's black, but that's not my concern. I want the performance aspect out of it. So, but yeah, that's the Perrin strut bar install. And like I said, I'll do a whole review on this once I get some seat time. I'm looking forward to driving it and seeing if I can feel a difference. I don't have the rear sway bar on yet, as I said, probably 20 times already. So I'll get some experience with just with the sway bar on, or the strut bar on. And then once I get the sway bar in the rear, it'll be cool to see the difference that both mods make. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.